Welcome to the BEASTwriter Podcast. I am your host, Ryan Sakamoto, and today we're going to be discussing the San Francisco 49ers versus Jimmy Garoppolo situation. I say versus because there's some tension there. I like answering fans' questions. I think it's a good way for me to interact with all of you, and I want to give back to my loyal supporters. So before I get started, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm trying to blow it up, and right now I think we're at 500, somewhere around there. And it's really a fun way for me to engage with you. Please leave comments, hit the like button, as I'll be also running giveaways for everyone who does that. I want to do it every Friday, but we'll see about that. So, yeah, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel in the lower right hand corner of your screen. And yeah, I think it's a fun thing that we have going here. All right. So today's podcast is dedicated. I had a fan question, or I like to call loyal supporter question, from someone who was concerned about Jimmy Garoppolo's play and whether or not he will return next season based on what people are saying. And it's from Lindy May. Lindy, thank you for your love and support. I greatly appreciate it, and the kind words that we've been interacting with on social media, back and forth. So thank you for, again, that love and support. I wouldn't be here without you. Thank you so much. All right. So this question comes from her. So actually, this podcast basically is dedicated to you, Lindy. And her question, just let me pull it up right here so all of you guys can see what I have going here. And she asked, "Hey Ryan, can you do a video on potential moves the 49ers can make on quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo if he gets traded? I've seen fans and pundits say to draft either Trey Lance or Zach Wilson. I've also heard to trade for Deshaun Watson, Sam Darnold, Matt Ryan, or Matthew Stafford. Hell, I've even seen them say to save the uttermost money to trade for Josh Rosen. I like to watch what's the most realistic move you would make that would make sense and fit the 49ers and Shanahan's scheme. Thanks." Great question. That is a great question, Lindy. I want to start with John Lynch, because at the end of the day, it's John Lynch's team, right? Kyle Shanahan may run the team, but the GM is ultimately responsible for making these transactions. Now, he's done a pretty good job, I would say, up to this point. Not the best job. I mean, I think he extended players he shouldn't have. Obviously, we're seeing the downfall of his free agent mishaps where he invested lots of money and now they're in salary cap hell. But overall, he's done a pretty decent job. All right, so let's get to your question, starting with trades and the trades for the quarterbacks that you just mentioned, starting with Deshaun Watson from the Houston Texans. I don't see he's going anywhere, and I know GM head coach Bill O'Brien was fired mid-season. Romeo Crennel stepped in, but I don't see them making any moves. I think Deshaun Watson is a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. He just needs a stronger supporting cast, especially at the wide receiver position. So look for Deshaun Watson to stay. He is not the problem in Houston. They're going to build around the team around him, and that's a non-issue. I don't see him going anywhere. All right. Second quarterback possibly being traded in your comments and what you're hearing about as far as the rumors are concerned is Sam Darnold from the New York Jets. I don't see him being moved. He's really not a scheme fit for what Shanahan likes to do, and definitely not an upgrade over Jimmy Garoppolo. If you were to ask me if I want Jimmy Garoppolo or Sam Darnold, I think the proof is in the pudding. Jimmy G is a better quarterback. Just saying. All right. Third quarterback you had listed as Matthew Stafford from the Lions. He is a perfect fit for Shanahan's offense. I think he can run it seamlessly, very cerebrally smart, can make the pre-snap recognition, and make the right reads going through his progressions. Now, the problem with Matthew Stafford is he has a $33 million cap number in 2021, and the 49ers are in salary cap hell, so I don't see him being moved on to at least the 49ers simply because of their cap situation. Now, the reason for moving on from Jimmy G is because he's tied to no dead money and he's owed $24.1 million next year, although no money is guaranteed, but you wipe $24.1 million off the books, you bring in the $33 million on the books, you're basically doing yourself a disservice because now you're $9 million more in the hole. And by doing that, you're limiting yourself with the re-signing of Fred Warner. What you'd like to do with Fred Warner and people who are on rookie contracts, you want to extend them the year prior they hit that rookie contract final year, because what happens is if you don't finalize the deal before they hit their 1-year prove-it deal at the tail end of the rookie contract. You're fighting for his services, and that's the last thing you want to do. Which brings me to the next, brings me to my next point on Atlanta Falcons, Matt Ryan. Same situation. Perfect fit for the offense. I believe he's the best option of the quarterbacks you just mentioned. However, he has a $40.9 million cap number, and the Atlanta Falcons are tied to him, married to him because of the dead money that's associated with it. It's a $49 million dead money hit. If they do trade or release him, that means that they'll be in the hole an additional $9 million. And I don't see the Atlanta Falcons doing that, although they are in flux as to what they're doing with their head coaching situation and GM standpoint. They fired both of those. Thomas Dimitroff gone. Dan Quinn gone, but at the end of the day, I don't see them moving. I don't think they're the problem. I think the defense is the problem, and you can win with Matt Ryan and Julio Jones. Anyone who plays fantasy knows what I'm talking about. All right, so none of those players are being moved on the Atlanta Falcons. So, where do the 49ers go from here? It's plain and simple. You build through the draft, right? You pick through the draft. If you look at the best indicator of future behavior, it's past behavior, right? So if you look at past behavior, what did Shanahan do? Well, he traded up for CJ Beathard. He was a CJ Beathard guy. He wanted CJ Beathard to be what Jimmy Garoppolo is. Jimmy Garoppolo just so happened to fall in the 49ers' laps last second. And they struck a deal with the New England Patriots for a second-round pick. No-brainer choice at the time, right? Because obviously more polished quarterback, seasoned veteran, playing behind Tom Brady, comes for a good coaching program. Jimmy Garoppolo had all the skill sets that you could work with, and they pulled the trigger. But CJ Beathard was the guy. He was the future. Unfortunately, it hasn't panned out. Now he's relegated to being a third-string quarterback. So if you're looking at the future behavior of based on the past, I see the 49ers, Kyle Shanahan, looking into the draft. Now, whether that quarterback is going to be Zach Wilson or whether that quarterback's going to be, who's the other guy? Trey Lance or even Trevor Lawrence. If they draft that high, I mean, who knows? They could end up with a top 5 pick and then end up moving up if they wanted to go that route. So we know what John Lynch likes to do. He likes to make moves in the first round. He did it with Solomon Thomas, did it with Reuben Foster, made some of these other trades, and no one really knows for sure, but if I was a betting man, I would say they wouldn't delve in free agency. They wouldn't make a trade for a veteran quarterback. What they're going to do is they're going to sit back, reassess their team, and then if Jimmy Garoppolo is traded, use the draft capital to get the guy of their choice in the upcoming 2021 NFL Draft. All right, well, that'll be it today. Those are my thoughts as I keep things unfiltered and 100% beast. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel in the lower right-hand corner below. If you already subscribed to my YouTube channel, be sure to turn on the notifications in the lower right-hand corner, that little bell icon, so you can get notified on when I come on the show. All right, thank you so much and have a great day. Take care, everyone. I'll talk to you later. Peace.